Yep, series of warnings. Okay. Alright, so when we left out here, we had finished the Monster Turnabout, so I guess episode 3 is Turnabout Academy. Oh boy! Start playing from the save date, game data, sure. Episode 3, Turnabout Academy.
Themis Legal Academy,
Ooh.
a prestigious high school with alumni in the highest echelons of the legal world.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. What? That's not good. Heck. October 24, 1:25 p.m. Themis Legal Academy. Oh no, I'm gonna be late. Phew, finally. So, this is it. The illustrious Themis Legal Academy. This is a place where many distinguished lawyers and prosecutors got their start. When news spread that Mr. Ryder got his attorney's badge back, he received a call from this school asking him to pay a visit. Mr. Ryder brought us along, hoping we'd learn something from the experience. But no, I had to go and blow by getting here 30 minutes late. At least it's not all business today. After all, today's their school festival. Oh boy. October 24, 1:29 p.m. Themis Legal Academy, first floor, hallway. Prosecute and Classy Cafe? No. Guilty Dog? Culpable Curry? So terrible. Sorry, I'm trying to find the pizza's swallowing moments. Alright. Wow, this place has school festival written all over it, literally. But why all cold stairs? Is it because everyone's in school uniform except me? Well, I like the way I dress. I wonder where Mr. Ryan and Apollo are. Your attention, please. This is an announcement from the mock trial committee. The mock trial will begin shortly. All students and faculty, please proceed at once to the lecture hall. Thank you. Sounds like a mock trial's about to start. Where's this lecture hall? Looks like all students and faculty are headed that way. Might as well join them. Maybe I'll find Mr. Ryan and Apollo there. October 24, 1:33 p.m. Themis Legal Academy, third floor, lecture hall. This must be lecture hall. Wow, they spent some serious money on this place. District Court can't even compete. Hey, Athena, over here. Yeah, that should be at least one of them. Mr. Wright, Paulo. I've been looking for you two. I'm so sorry I'm late. It's okay. Sorry we couldn't wait for you. But we didn't want to be late for our meeting. Lucky for you, the person we're supposed to meet also seems to be running late. Mr. Wright, Mr. Justice, it seems Professor Court has yet to arrive. Oh, hi. Heck. I'm professorial of to keep visitors to our esteemed institution waiting like this. I shall make all right. I will not. Oh, who do we have here? All right. You haven't been introduced yet. Ah, yes. You must be the young lady Mr. Wright was telling me about. I am Aristotle Means, a professor at this Hall of Learning. I oversee the lawyer course here. It is a pleasure to meet you. I'm Athena Sykes. I just recently got my attorney's badge myself. It's nice to meet you too. How wonderful. So vigorous and vivacious. You just earned yourself a gold star. Oh dear. Wow, thanks. That big smile of his, he is kind of scary though. Looks like the mock trial's about to begin. What are we going to do about our meeting? Oh, speaking of the mock trial, do either of you know what it's about? Oh, but I thought we had sent a pamphlet to your office. Right, the pamphlet. Whatever happened to that? Ain't mine. Trucy shows up. Aristotle is only 45. Anyway, right, the pamphlet. Whatever happened to that? You won't be seeing it again. Trucy used it for the old rip it up and restore trick. Unfortunately, it didn't work as advertised. Well, it seems I had better explain the situation then. Thank you, Professor. Okay. The Thebes Legal Academy. So I can't. I don't know. Now, does anyone have any questions? I do, Professor. Could you tell me all about your school? What an excellent question. Here's a gold star for asking. Our academy has 3 courses to choose from. Students seeking to be lawyers take the lawyer course. Likewise, budding prosecutors take the prosecutor course, and future judges the judge course. Wow, you have everything here for someone who wants to seriously pursue a career in law. Yes, well, that's what makes our school special, and today even more so. After all, we are to be treated through a lecture by the legendary attorney Phoenix Wright. We can't wait to hear all about his return to the legal profession. You're giving a lecture, Mr. Wright? But you're not even a professor. Well, I'm just giving them what they want. Today's plans. Do you even know you're meant to be giving a lecture here today? Yes, sort of. But I came early because I was supposed to have a meeting with the head of the judge course, Constance Court. It's been a whirlwind of a morning. Let's leave it at that. Professor Court, she is a wonderful instructor, but quite unpunctual. Oh, so that's who's like. From what I've heard, our esteemed Mr. Wright here is scheduled to hold a training seminar tomorrow in addition to today's lecture. A training seminar? For lawyers? What exactly does that involve? Why, it involves the very skills that make a lawyer a lawyer. The arm angle and shouting objection, the proper way to strike the podium, how to project one's voice, and most importantly, how to bluff your way to victory. Huh? Who exactly do you want me to teach stuff like that to again? Oh, what a wonderful question. You just earned yourself a gold star. The great honor of taking a seminar by a famous lawyer and famous prosecutor. That is what is at stake in this mock trial, a crown jewel of a school festival. A mock trial? The mock trial in question is a prestigious event that every student aspires to win. The top student in the lawyer course and the top student in the prosecutor course face off in a simulated court case set in this very school. As for the case itself, we select the best script written by a judge course student and base our case on that. Ooh, a one-on-one battle. How thrilling. So, if the student studying to be a lawyer wins, they get to take my training seminar? But what if the other student wins? I'm not a prosecutor, so... There's no cause for alarm. We have a famous prosecutor ready for just such a case. But exactly who it is, well, that is a special surprise. A famous prosecutor? No, can't be. Professor Means, forgive me for interrupting you and your guests. Oh. What? Juniper, you look different in a school uniform. I'm Juniper Woods, a senior in the judge course. Professor, your trial will begin shortly. Since you'll be delivering the pre-trial speech, would you mind waiting up in the balcony until we're ready for you? My, how very organized you are, Juniper. You just earned yourself a gold star, too. But what about her Professor Court? Well, I suppose she'll eventually arrive. Now then, I trust you will look after our visitors, Juniper. Yes, of course, Professor Means. Juniper? Juniper Woods? Is that you? Athena, I almost didn't recognize you. I didn't know you were back from Europe. Wait, you two know each other? Now that's a coincidence. We've known each other since we were kids. We're like best friends, right, Junie? Yes. Well, we live close to each other, so we used to play in the forest together. Yeah, like a lot. Why won't she look at me? I guess I shouldn't be surprised since we ain't seen each other in a long time. Anyway, we're supposed to go wait in the waiting room, right? Not that I wouldn't mind taking in the mock trial you're putting on today. Unfortunately, mock trial is only for students and faculty. There is one seat reserved for Mr. Wright, but no other exceptions are allowed. Yes, I'm very sorry, but it is part of the student curriculum after all. I hope you won't mind remaining in the waiting room until the trial concludes. That's too bad. I was hoping to learn something new today. I'll tell you what, Apollo. Why don't you take my place? What? Really? Sure. Besides, I'd like to meet with Professor Court as soon as she gets here. Oh, no fair. I want to see mock trial too. Sorry, I'm gonna let Apollo pull what little rank he has, if it's okay with Professor Means. But of course, Mr. Wright, if that is what you wish. It's settled then. We'll expect a full and detailed report, Apollo, so pay attention. Being the new kid sure stinks. If you'd please follow me, I'll escort you down to the waiting room on the first floor. Oh boy. Mm-hmm. Heck. Alright. Like October 24, 2:15 p.m. Miss Legal Academy, first floor waiting room. Still no Professor Cord. It's been over 30 minutes. Mr. Wright's snoozing away on the sofa. It's so boring. I should have hidden the lecture hall and spied on the mock trial. Hey! What was that? October 24, Themis Legal Academy, first floor hallway. Athena, I could have sworn I just heard something fall down and break. If you go running now, they'll think it was you. Well, it wasn't me. I think it came from somewhere outside. Well, we'd better go have a look, seeing as everyone else is in the lecture hall. Okay. 67th School Festival. Wow. All right. October 24, Themis Legal Academy, outdoor stage. Is this stage for some sort of concert? Kind of reminds me of courtroom. Wait, Athena. Behind the witness stand. What? Professor Court. Professor Court. Can you hear me? Professor. Wait, that's who we're supposed to be meeting with? It looks like our meeting's been cancelled for us. No way. This can't be real. I called police. They should be here soon. I'll go tell everyone in the lecture hall, too. No, wait. They'll find out soon enough once the police get here. Let's do our own crime scene investigation before it gets too crowded around here. Huh? Are we even allowed to do that? It's no big deal as long as we leave it exactly like we found it. Plus... No, never mind. Anyway, we should look around while the scene's still fresh. But... Okay, you're the boss. It's looking stern at us. We're doomed. It's true. Interesting setup. We should start by studying the body. I wonder what's the best angle for this. Fine, we'll start with the body. I guess I really do have to examine the body. Well, I guess I better get used to stuff like this if I want to be a full-fledged lawyer. What do we have here? A book? I'm guessing it fell out of her chest pocket. Wait, what if it's your diary? That's the most private thing a girl has. True, but considering the situation at hand, my apologies to the late Professor Court. No, don't! Looks more like a planner than a diary. 22nd, routine report. Need to speak with Hugh O'Connor. 23rd, meet with Hugh about that report yesterday. Important. 24th, 9 a.m. Prep for mock trial. Final confirmation. 1 p.m. Meet with Mr. Wright about training seminar. 2 p.m. Mock trial begins! Every page seems to have the same sword mark printed on it at that. I still think a girl deserves her privacy, but this may help us solve a case. Court's planner added to the court record. Constant Court's planner. A sword emblem is printed on the cover and on each page. I guess it is officially the court record now. Oh no, the wrists, oh no! Notice anything strange about the body? Take a deep breath and then take a good look. Well, now that you mention it, there's no blood around it. Yet the victim's body is cold and rigor mortis has already started to dissipate. It would appear that quite some time has passed since Professor Court was murdered. Thing is, the quad was packed with students up until the start of the mock trial. Wait, then doesn't that mean she was killed at a different location? Oh, I know. The killer moved the body here while everyone was in lecture hall. That's a definite possibility. Notice anything else? Her arms are raised over her head and there are dark bruises around her wrists. Yeah, the professor was probably tied up with something. Eventually her wrists were unbound, and as she reached up to stretch, she was killed? Actually, I'm not so sure about this theory. Well, there's not exactly a lot to go on. Oh, there's an arrow stuck in your side. Gunshot wounds and stab wounds are pretty common, but arrow wounds? This is a homicide any way you slice it. In other words, we have a murder on our hands. A murder? Here? Athena, join us. Please join us, where we are now. So that makes this arrow the murder weapon. Well, that and the bow that shot it. Right. But where could the killer have shot her from? The stage is a sea of obstructions. I'm no expert on archery, but it can't be easy to hit a target with this much stuff around. But also, didn't we determine she was killed elsewhere and then brought here because there wasn't a lot of blood around the body like there would be if she was shot right here? Would it be possible to kill someone by stabbing him with an arrow? I'm not sure. Guess we better do some more investigating before jumping to conclusions. Also, the killer could literally still be right here, with a bow, trained upon us. Arrow added to the court record. The arrow that pierced the victim's side, stained with blood. I think that's about all we're going to find out from the body for now. Nice work, Athena. Your face only turned 5 shades of pale. I was expecting 50. We should probably take a picture of the crime scene just in case. Okay, I'm on it. Say cheese. Cheese? And I thought I was the one with a twisted sense of humor. I think that should do it. Alright, let's take a better look around the area while we wait for the police to arrive. This pile of rubble sticks out like a sore thumb. Pending declaration of love rocks campus. Oh. Looks like broken pottery or plaster. Maybe this is the source of that noise we heard. There were supposedly 2 statues on this stage. I seem to recall hearing that a co-ed from the Fine Art Club had made them. And all the while, only one of them has still been a statue. The other one has been the culprit all along. There were 2? And that thing over there is the remains of another statue? This could be related to the case. Let's take a closer look. Okay, so no statue remaining there. Alright, interesting. Apparently not interesting enough. There's something buried in the rubble. The famous Herald? Wait, we shouldn't disturb it. Let's just read what we can. What do you find picking up the journal? Final act in Tarred Love Triangle, centered on campus she-devil Juniper Woods. Oh, she been a campus she-devil in the time since we've been talking to her. Level-headed lawyer, course genius, and hot-blooded prosecutor, course student. We'll go head-to-head in a mock trial battle for the she-devil's black heart. Oink! Hugh O'Connor's declared he'll confess to her if he wins. Wait, what? I seriously wish I hadn't read that. You'll find that more shocking than discovering a murder victim's body. But we're talking about my friend Juna here. She never lead guys on like that. Athena, you don't believe everything you read, do you? This article is clearly written with a malicious intent. I'm not buying a word of it. You're right, but it's still disturbing, even if it's third-rate tabloid material. Famous Herald added to the court record. A school paper with a malicious scoop on an alleged love triangle involving Junie. Okay. Other things not reviewed. Wonder what this was a statue of. Whatever it was reddish purple in color. When Apollo and I first got here, both statues were already here, but they were covered up. I bet they were waiting to unveil them when the school festival moved here to this stage. Oh no. Was Professor Court in one of them? Wrapped up? You mean this duffel bag looking thing was actually being used to cover the statues? I guess that just leaves the question, were they broken by accident or on purpose? What a puzzle this is. Mr. Wright, Athena. Oh, here comes Apollo. I've never seen anyone move so fast. Listen, something big. I'm sorry, what am I talking with Apollo for? Listen, something big's happened. I was at the mock trial, and the police announced a body had been found on campus. That's right, and we're the ones who phoned it in. We found Professor Court dead behind the witness stand over there. What? Can you show me? What the? We've already had a quick look at the body. It's definitely a homicide. Once the police get here... Oh, I know it's a homicide. I'm shocked because it's the same. Exactly the same. Whoa there, Apollo. Take a deep breath and explain what you mean. It's the same. The body that is. It's just like how it was in the mock trial. What? Is that the mock trial? I know. It sounds crazy, but the body's location and position, the murder weapon, the lack of pooling blood. It's all exactly like the mock trial. You're kidding, right? It can't really all be the same, can it? Oh, those are in the game. Like sirens, you can get sirens anywhere. Mm. Right. October 24, Themis Legal Academy, 3rd floor lecture hall. The whole school's in an uproar. There won't be any more classes today. Murder on campus. That's the last thing I expected at a legal academy. Now, at an illegal academy, that'd be caught for the course. I'll go tell Professor Means what we observed when we discovered the body. You two wait here until we've spoken with the police. Yes, boss. I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe we have to wait around here. I can't stay still at times like these. I hope Junie hadn't fainted from the shock of this whole thing. Oh, Athena. Athena. There you are. Junie, am I glad to see you? I was worried that... Don't worry about me. I'm student council president after all. I need to be strong. Student council president? Wow, I'm impressed. She's really changed. She used to be kind of sickly and shy. Juniper, was it? You mind if we ask you a few questions? Yeah, we're stuck here waiting for the police, and there's really not much to do. Sure, what would you like to know? Well, I don't know. Tell me about the Juniper Woods. Oof. I ain't seen you in ages, Junie. What's it been, 7 years or so? Yes, and I remember how you were always there for me, Athena. Maybe it's just me, but I want to ask why you seem so distant. Remember how you used to call me Athena? I liked it better that way. Felt like we were sisters, you know? Yes, but I'm student council president now. And as a student representative for Themis Legal Academy, I have to act properly. She was never this stiff and formal before. I know you want to be a judge, but I didn't expect this. Such a prestigious school, and you're in the judge course to boot. Yes. And Professor Cord had been in charge of it until, well, you know. Oh, right. Professor Cord was the professor in charge of Junie's course. Constance Cord. What sort of teacher was Professor Cord? If I had to sum her up in a single word, I'd say she was amazing. A judge must always seek the truth. That was her mantra, and she used it in trying to fix what was wrong with our school. She was a beacon of hope in this dark age of the law. What's wrong with your school? What do you mean by that? Oh, nothing. Never mind. Yeah, that's how that works, Judge. Am I imagining things, or did I just detect something in Junie's voice? Professor Cord chose my script for the mock trial. Oh, you mean all the students and the judge had to submit a script? And yours was the one she selected? Wow, that's amazing, Junie. Oh, thank you. But now Professor Cord is... Who would do such a thing? Just yesterday we were working together, trying to get things ready. Oh. Excuse me. Are you alright, Junie? Maybe you should take it easy for a while. So she still got that cough. Yeah, she's not as strong as she pretends to be. She's also under a lot of stress at the moment. The mock trial. Bark, bark, bark. Why do you need a script in a showdown between a lawyer and a prosecutor? Well, we were simulating a trial, so we needed a script as a framework. All the details about the incident and the people involved are included in the script. We also prepared a crime scene, photos, murder weapon, other kinds of evidence. Wow, you guys think of everything. Must be hard getting all that ready. Yes, well, it was only Professor Court and I. After all, we didn't want the script or other elements of the mock trial to get leaked. We were the only ones in the entire school that knew all the details. Must have been pain in the... they must have been really difficult. That's also a shenanigan that she was the only one who knew all the stuff. How did the professor manage to be killed in exactly that way? Howdy, Doga. Heck. Get that to go down my throat. Oof. Alright. I wrote the script so that the case could go either way. That way the defense and the prosecution both had an equal chance of winning. Huh. If you think that's all she's capable of, you've got another thing coming. What? Sorry, still cutting an off another pizza. Huh? Who said that? Oh, good heck. Juniper's genius doesn't stop at her brilliant script. Yeah! She gave her war-winning performance as a defendant, man! I think I found my rival to my cords of steel. Hugh, Robin, why don't you introduce yourselves to our guests? As student council president, I won't have you treating them rudely. You're right. I heard Mr. Wright was bringing a couple of guests with him. That would be you two, Apollo Justice and Athena Sykes. Yeah, I'm Athena Sykes. I'm Apollo Justice. Nice to meet you. I'll pass on the handshake. I'm studying to be a lawyer. The name's Hugh O'Connor. But some call me Mr. Perfect, because I never score less than 100% on tests. Okay, Mr. Perfect. Most pretentious introduction ever. What's that with his hand? Is it glued to the inside of his pocket or what? Yeesh. I'll be the first to apologize for Hugh's totally rude introduction. Sorry! Now, here's my intro. I'm Robin Newman. I'm studying to be a prosecutor, like a really cool guy that nails bad guys. Oh, where's the sincerity? So he makes pottery too. What's that bracelet contraption for? Jimmy sure has made some unusual friends. These two were the lawyer and the prosecutor at today's mock trial. And even though I wrote the script, I also played the part of the defendant. Final act in Poor Love Triangle centered on campus she-devil Juniper Woods. Level-headed lawyer course genius and hot-blooded prosecutor course student would go head-to-head in a mock trial battle for the she-devil's black heart. Wait, these two are the guys who supposedly have a thing for
What is
Joni?
he holding?
I don't know. I don't know what either of them are supposed to be, you know, fitted with. Anyway, bark. Juniper, come on, your role's way beyond just that. That's right! The mock trial is just a start. She's also in the school festival's main event. Live on stage, Juniper Woods, and the crowd goes bananas. Woo! I'm supposed to sing at the school festival. All the other girls were too embarrassed to try out, so. My Junie's singing on stage in front of people? Wow, she really has changed. Yeah. I don't know. It is both wild that she's but like isn't the first time we saw her in the first trial case, that was like in the future, right? So she's like got some kind of reversed arc, or is am I just I don't know. Okay, tell me about your performance. I was responsible for making everyone's stage costumes. Oh. And this is what I'll be wearing. Very nice. Brooch, constellations throughout. This is the Lamoire getup. Constellations glow through fabric. Loose, make it glow from the inside. Embellished with frills. That's amazing, Junie. Then again, you always were good at that kind of thing. These constellations in particular are really something. Oh, thank you. One of my favorite things to do is just look up at stars in the middle of the forest. So you're a fan of the night sky then? Wow, Paulo, didn't know you were such romantic. It's not like that. I have his friend, he and I go way back, who got me really interested in space. Wait, you had friends when you were young? Color me surprised. As a student council president, I cannot allow such mean-spirited teasing to continue. Hey, I think she's angry.
Oh snap.
Yeah. Stage costume added to the court record. A costume Junie was supposed to wear. It has a glowing star pattern. With notes, 2 pages. Costumes were no problem, but as for singing, I'm not sure I... Okay, so hold on. Let's see the 2 pages. Stage costume notes. Paint inside of costume with fluorescent paint. Leave time to dry! Draw constellations on outside and make small holes according to this pattern. Is this... What is this?
Milk.
Oh, no, thank you.
Okay.
But thank you. Paint inside of costume with fluorescent paint. Leave time to dry. Draw constellations on outside and make small holes according to this pattern. In the dark, the paint will shine through the holes, bringing the constellations to life. Maybe. Oh. Costumes were no problem, but as for singing, I'm not sure No! You can do it! That's right. Anyone who says otherwise will have to answer to me. He's like a chivalrous love triangle. Damsel in distress, 2 knights in shining armor. Maybe that famous Herald article wasn't too far from truth. Speaking of the latest news, I wonder how the mock trial turned out. So, who won? People knows. Okay. But no, my sinus just decided to link right there, but yeah, who won? So, how'd the mock trial end? We were just about to reach a verdict when the police arrived. Now we'll never know how it would have turned out. What do you mean? You're the judge, weren't you? And weren't you there, Apollo? Guess that's what happens when there's a real murder during a fake murder trial. It ended right before the verdict. Talk about bad timing. I was this close, man. I bet I would have won. I bet the defense wasn't doing too badly either, right? Zen and the Art of Mastering the Bar Exam. 24th edition. We'll settle this some other time, and I assure you I will win when that time comes. I can't gonna let that happen. I don't think so. I hope I don't end up hurting each other. Oh, don't worry. 3 of us have been good friends since we enrolled here. We even have proof of our friendship. Proof? Like physical evidence proof? Yes. You're studying for a career in law, and in the legal world, evidence is everything. Yeah, as long as our friendship lasts, you bet we'll be carrying them around. Huh. Famous legal academy ingenuity at work. So, what exactly is this proof of friendship anyway? That'll show that y'all are colluded in your court cases. Well, it's a secret, and if I show you, it'll be bad luck. Okay. I knew it. There's definitely some discord in Junie's voice. Our friendship is sacred and inviolable. It's not something to be put cheaply on display. Proof? We don't need no stinking proof. Us 3 are friends forever! And you're discording their voices too. But they're talking about their friendship. What's going on here? Something wrong, Athena? No, it's nothing. Oh, alright then. Hey, isn't that, Everyone, stay right where you are. Don't move a muscle. Like, oh no. Detective Fulbright? Is something wrong? Why, if it isn't my little lawyer friends. Sorry, but the small talk will have to wait. Juniper Woods, you're under arrest for the murder of Constance Court. What? Wait a second. What's going on here? Why are you arresting Junie? Please, Detective Fulbright. We're involved in this case, too. Ha ha! So you're the lawyers the dispatch said were first on the scene. I can't tell you everything, but I will say this. There are 2 major reasons for her arrest. Number 1, the suspect led somebody to where the body was. I didn't... Number 2. The crime scene is exactly how the suspect portrayed it in her script. But you can't arrest her on just those grounds. True, but there's more. However, Prosecutor Blackwell specifically told me to say no more than that. So Blackwell's the prosecuting attorney on this one too? Detective Fulbright, we found this in the suspect's pocket. Why, there's blood on this. That's evidence we made for the mock trial. A mock trial? Never heard of such a thing, but it sounds fishy to me. Real fishy. Now, if you would, officers. Yes, sir. Joni, I have to do something. I can't let him take her away like this. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have work to do.
Hold it!
She spoke the words.
Hold it! I refuse to believe that she's the killer! Junie! I've decided. I'm going to defend you. I'll fight with everything I've got.
Oh.
Dina. Junie, it's good to hear you say that name again.
Hate to interrupt your bonding time, but aren't you rather new to all this? You're barely even a lawyer. Well, I don't have much experience, and I may need to follow Mr. Wright's help at times. But nobody believes in Junie as much as I do. I hope you too, Juniper. There's no way you murdered your professor. Athena, Apollo, thank you both. I'm counting on you. We got your back, Junie. Guess things worked out after all. Now that you have heard lawyers, Miss Woods, it's time for us to head back to the station. I can't believe Junie's been arrested for murder. And I can't believe I accepted the case without asking Mr. Wright. Take a deep breath and relax, Athena. I'm here to help with whatever you need. So let's get right on the case. Right. Huh. I won't have this case left to the hands of rank amateurs. Okay, literally we're the only professionals in the room. Student. Actually, I don't know that. He may well have a job in the field already. I'm just being ageist. Right. If anyone's going to solve this case, it'll be me. Time to investigate. Well, that smug little... He hadn't even finished law school. That was totally rude. You're not the only one on the case, man. I need to. Big time. Juniper Woods, I'm going to save you. Now that those two are gone, let's get back to what I was talking about in front of the stage. About the mock trial, that is? Oh, right. You said the victim's location, position, so on were just like in the script. Exactly. But without the script or any props, it's kind of hard to explain. Perhaps I could help. Hell, forehead. Oh, no. Him. Prosecutor Gavin, what are you doing here? You two seem to know each other. Someone gonna introduce me? Why, I do believe we have a fresh face here. Greetings, Fräulein. I am Clavia Gavin. Some know me as a prosecutor, but I'm most famous for my former rock band. We were quite popular, you know, but regrettably, the band went kaput. Perhaps you've heard of us, the Gaviners? I was the lead vocalist. Never heard of your band. Then again, I was out of the country till only recently. But, can I get your autograph? You just met him like 3 seconds ago, and you want his autograph? Forgive me, Caroline, but I've retired from the music biz. But I'd be happy to offer my autograph as rockstar prosecutor Clavier Gavin. Oh, okay. That one then. She's a lively one, eh, Hair Forehead? Didn't know she was your type. She's the newest member of Right Editing Agency, that's all. Nice to meet you. I'm Athena Sykes. A pleasure to meet you too, Athena Sykes. Now that the intros are out of the way, I'm sure you have some questions for me, ya Hair Forehead? Fine. I like that's a question. Like, what the heck is with you being here? Like, so, what are you doing here, Prosecutor Gavin? I'm here for the same reason as your boss, to give a lecture and a training seminar. Oh, you're the prosecutor. So he's the famous prosecutor they invited. And I have another crucial role to play. The Gaviners are getting back together for a one-time special performance. You just got done telling Athena you're out of the business, you're not giving autographs, but no! Even though you guys disbanded, which was a shame, by the way, really. Yeah, I know how much you adored our music, Hair Forehead. Anyway, I studied abroad in Germany to get my badge early, but I did graduate from here. Why, so that performance Junie mentioned? I see you've already heard about that. One student representative was selected to sing with us on stage. And the stage was supposed to look like this tomorrow. Two big banners and a pair of wicked statues. Oh, one of them was literally Phoenix? That's interesting. And then the other one, the Clavier. This is just an illustration, but it's not half bad. Wicked statues? Why, are you supposed to be you and Mr. Right? Bingo, Fräulein. And they were so big and magnificent, too. What a terrible waste. But the worst part of this whole thing is my long-awaited reunion with my mentor never came to pass. Why, don't tell me your mentor was Professor Cord. She was the one who taught me how to think about the law. So, Constance Court was your professor here at the Academy? She may have taught the judge course, but she had a huge impact on me. She was fond of saying, the end is only justified through proper means. She wouldn't tolerate dishonesty and always revered what was right beyond all else. I can feel Prosecutor Gavin's sadness. Oh no, I think I'm gonna cry. Athena? Are you tearing up? I can't blame you. Prosecutor Gavin knows a lot of who he is to Professor Court. Exactly. So, as you can see, we are both joined in purpose, so to speak, yeah? Now, let's rock this place hard. Huh? Follow. Let's rock what? Forget already, Herr Forehead. I said I'd help you explain the mock trial. We're going to reprise it right here in the lecture hall. It might help us catch a killer. Oh my God. October 24, Themis Legal Academy, 3rd floor, lecture hall. Mock trial reenactment. All rise. Right. The stage is ready. And you, Herr Forehead, ready to rock. No. The defense is not ready to rock. You saw the actual mock trial earlier, right? Just relax. You'll do fine. Besides, we have the script right here. Junie's masterpiece? The ones everyone's been talking about? Yeah, and there's only one in existence. I borrowed it, if you will. Now, Fräulein, we'll need you to play the part of defendant and judge as per the script. Okay, got it. I've only read the case outline so far. I don't know how it actually turns out, so I'll treat this like I'm prosecuting a real case. You, Herr Forehead, will play the part of a fledgling lawyer, a role you were born to play. All the evidence is also here with us. We have everything we need to reprise the mock trial. Très bien. Let's get started. Defendant/Judge Athena Sykes is psyched and ready to rock. Court is now in session for our reenactment of the mock trial. Or what I like to call the mock trial. Yeah, a double mockery perhaps, but a trial is still a trial. Achtung, baby, it's no holds barred. Let's rock. Can we take it easy today?
Objection!
It may just be a mock of a mock, but there's only one way to compete. You play to win. So remember, each time I catch you slacking off, I'm holding you in contempt of court. Great. The judge voices her own objections and abuses her judicial powers. We're all so doomed. It's great. All right. Summary of the facts. Now then, Prosecutor Gavin, your opening statement, if you please. You got it, Fräulein Judge. Our case is set in a school very much like this one. The victim, a professor, female. The defendant, an archery club member, also female. Oh me, oh my. I'm innocent. Innocent, I tell you. That's some seriously bad acting, Fräulein. Anyway, the victim's body was discovered in the middle of the quad. Here's a shot of the crime scene. Ironically, It was Professor Court who posed as the corpse. Ah. Her forehead. How did the mock trial participants react to this photo? Mr. Newman was surprised by what Professor Court was wearing. He reacted with, "Oh, the green sweatsuit." Well, that's not exactly what I picked to focus on, so why would he care about that? Didn't I take a photo of this scene? I'm very sure I took a photo of this scene. They made me do it. They did. Anyway. That's not exactly what I would pick to focus on, so why would he care about that? Too much of a fledgling to know what's important, that one. In any case, both in the mock trial and the actual case, Professor Court was wearing a sweatsuit. Moving right along.
Hold it!
Hey, wait a sec. The body was discovered in the same area as the mock case, although there was a stage. Plus the murder weapon, an arrow, and the lack of blood are also the same. That's right. And therein lies the significance of this mock trial. So let's keep rocking it hard, just like that. Defense's argument, perhaps, if you have one? Defense has nothing. Right. Before the crime occurred, the defendant was to meet with the victim in the quad. Let's see here. When I arrived at our meeting place, I found the professor with an arrow in her stomach. But it wasn't me. I didn't kill her. You don't have to ham it up like that, Athena. It's called getting into character, half forehead. Don't be such a wet blanket. Right, let's see. Oh yeah, then you said... A frail co-ed used her bare hands to stab her professor with an arrow? I don't think so. At the time of the murder, a male student was seen holding a bow in the archery club room, which has a clear view of the quad. Is the thing this guy holding a giant arrow in a case, or a giant bow in a case, or something? Holding a bow in the archery club room, which has a clear view of the quad. He shot the arrow into the victim before my client even got there. Nine, hell forehead. That feigned swagger does not suit you in the least. Order! 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 Especially you, Mr. Justice. Me? But I was just trying to get into it, like Mr. Euro Rocker said. Prosecution's rebuttal. We're going to bustle again and again. Fine. So, the victim was shot from the archery club room before the meeting even took place. Hence, the defendant could not be the killer. That seems to be defense's assertion. Prosecutor Gavin, do you have any objections? The autopsy report notes that the edges of the victim's wound were unusually ragged. Could such physical trauma possibly result from an arrow shot from a bow? 9. I believe the victim was impaled with the arrow by hand. Post-mortem. In short, the real murder weapon was not the arrow at all. When Robin was prosecutor, he had a tough time determining the real murder weapon. Well, he's just a student, a warm-up act, while I am the real deal, the headliner, so to speak. Oh, good heck. The true murder weapon was most likely the awl that was left in the art room. An awl? What's that? An awl, you say? What might that be? It's a thing that they found on Juniper when they were taking her away. It's a kind of tool used for poking holes in paper, wood, and other materials. It's kind of like an ice pick. I have a photo here if you're interested. Gross. It's all bloody up the handle. Please tell me it's just paint. Most likely, Fräulein. Pretty realistic, yeah? Let's pretend it's real blood for now. The defendant's prints were lifted from the murder weapon. Furthermore, traces of the victim's blood were discovered in the art room. That's where I believe the murder actually took place. So, question now is, how'd the body get from the art room to the stage? How the body was moved. The murder took place in the 3rd floor art room, but the body was found in the quad. Must have been quite a chore moving the body all that way. Not at all. There's a maintenance area and storehouse right outside the art room. And a cart used to carry balls around was found there. Oh, I think I've seen one of those before, but that's a pretty big one. A jumbo, yeah? Big enough to put a person or a body in it. The defendant dropped the body from the art room window, then moved it with the cart. That is how a high school girl could easily move a body all by herself. You don't say.
Objection!
A body dropped from 3 stories up, which shows signs of massive blunt force trauma.
Objection!
That may be true, but you fail to account for the large high jump mat in the storehouse. A body dropped onto such a mat would show no signs of blunt force trauma. Yikes. It's almost scary how similar this whole case is to the mock trial proceedings. White the crafty killer, in an attempt to cast suspicion on the archery club. They moved the body to the quad where it would be an easy shot from the club room. Then the killer faked the murder weapon by inserting an arrow into the owl's stab wound. Sounds like he has only high praise for Junie's script. Were there any further arguments from the defense? Nope. It seemed like the teacher who was playing the judge was satisfied too. Time for the finale, then. Your verdict, if you please, Fräulein Judge. Huh? Oh, right, that's me. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Juniper Woods. Wait a second. Even if it's just a mock trial of a mock trial. I don't want to declare Junie guilty. Yeah, perhaps that's not such a good idea. Let's end our mock trial here. Besides, it's about time I get back to my investigation. Thanks, you two. I'll run through the mock trial, cleared up quite a few things. Mock trial script added to the court record. A top secret script written by Junie. There's only one copy. 4 pages. Achtung, baby. The prosecution's already got a witness sized up too. Well, that was quick. Prosecutor Blackwell's almost too good. You're sure in a helpful mood today, Prosecutor Gavin. Well, like I said, I just want to catch whoever killed Professor Court. And there's no reason for me to start butting heads with you two. Anyway, I won't say goodbye, as I'm sure I'll be seeing you later. I always thought prosecutors were all rather scary bunch. Okay, facts about the case. The body with the protruding arrow was found in the quad. But the murder weapon isn't all. The arrow was in such as a ruse. The actual murder scene was the art room, where traces of blood were found on the floor. Oh. The body was dropped from the 3rd floor art room in the maintenance area below, with a mat laid out to cushion the fall. A ball cart from the storehouse was then used to move the body to the stage. Why the body was moved? Oh, these are different headings. How the body was moved, facts about the case. The archery club's room has a good view of the quad. The body was moved to the quad to make it look like an archery club member had shot the victim with an arrow. Aha. Things to prepare. All buy with school festival funds from the hardware store. Arrow. If I borrow one from the archery club, it could give away part of the script's plot. Sweatsuit. Victim's outfit will be a red one from the prosecutor course. Oh. Ah. That's going to be important at some point. I always thought prosecutors were all rather scary bunch. Prosecutor Gavin seemed pretty nice. Yeah, he's not so bad as prosecutors go. We should get back to investigating, too. We don't have nearly enough information yet. We also have to tell Mr. Wright that we accepted Junie's case. Right. Looks like we have our work cut out for us. We're so doomed. Just random Trucy. Search the entire campus. Go back to the hallway then. Or I guess we should check the actual crime scene. Hi, what do you think you're doing? Crime scene's off limits to students. Well, luckily for us, I'm no student, I'm a lawyer. Yeah, right. Just because you're in law school doesn't mean you're a lawyer. You should see her the last cop. You should see what she did to the last cop who said something like that to her. Well, you threatening an officer of law. God. No, it's not a threat. It's more like a friendly warning. Guess we should go before I get myself arrested for assaulting an officer. So terrible. October 24, Themis Legal Academy, first floor hallway. Ah, Mr. Wright.
Hope the cookies wear goods.
I'm still going through my pizza. But thank you. I heard they arrested your friend Juniper.
Oh no, the gooiness.
Yeah, Detective Fulbright just took her in. I refuse to believe that one of our students is capable of murder. We must prove her innocence by any means necessary. The end justifies the means. What do you mean the end justifies the means? I, Professor Means, always say what I mean and mean what I say, by all means. Here at our esteemed academy, we train our students to produce meaningful results. You believe in Juniper's innocence, do you not? Of course I do. Junior wouldn't even hurt a fly. Precisely. We have justice on our side. The only other thing we need are results. It is the height of folly to endanger your client by failing to pursue all means possible. I'm noticing this globe on his staff and I'm checking for anomalies aside from Greenland, which is... yeah. Sure, I want to prove her innocence, but, I don't like the sound of that. The end justifies the means part. Well, you are still young and idealistic. It's no wonder you fail to see the wisdom therein. There is but one thing to do now. I must personally take up Juniper's defense. You're going to take a case, Professor Means? I may be a professor, but I am still licensed to practice law. In fact, I have even battled Professor Court in court. Wasn't Professor Court a judge? That was the whole point? No kidding. So you guys are rivals or something? So much pizza. No, nothing of the sort. She was an esteemed colleague at the academy and in court. You see, both Professor Court and I graduated from this academy at the top of our class. Wow, I bet they used to be the brain. Now, if you would excuse me, I had best go discuss the case with Juniper. Professor Means, please wait. I didn't want to say anything, but Apollo and I already agreed to take your case. It's true. Juniper is counting on us to prove her innocence. Really now? You two? And when were you planning on telling me? Sorry, boss. I knew we should have asked first, but... Relax. Your friend was just hauled away in front of your eyes. Sometimes you just have to make snap decisions, and I think you made the right one. How wonderful. Very well, Athena Sykes. Let me ask you just one thing. As a lawyer, what is it that you treasure beyond all else? Well, that's an easy one, Professor. Seeking justice for my clients. What a wonderful answer. Juniper must be overjoyed to have a friend such as you. As her professor, I, too, shall do whatever I may to help her. And if you decide to take the end justifies the means strategy, come see me at once. Let's hope it never comes to that. Now, if you would excuse me. Well, time's a-wasting. You'd better start investigating, and fast. But first, how about I tell you everything I know so far? Yes, please. Okay, hold on. Continue. Continuing with hydration and pizzification and cookieification, because your people have kept me stuffed with stuff. Okay. Oh. Like. All right. About the murder. Have you learned anything new about the case? Actually, I ran into Prosecutor Gavin, and he told me something interesting. Seems the murder took place in the art room. There's traces of a large pool of blood there. So the police believe the body was moved from there to the stage. What? Really? Just like the mock trial again? The police are searching the art room, but whether they'll find anything, well, what? Come think of it. Let's do our own crime scene investigation before it gets too crowded around here. Huh? Are we even allowed to do that? It's no big deal as long as we leave it exactly like we found it. Plus... no, never mind. Now, where was I again? But there's really no need to talk about it right here, right now. I want you two to find out for yourselves. Okay. Rumor about the academy? So, were you shocked by your conversation with Professor Means? Oh, I guess so. Actually, that was pretty shocking. The dark age of the law. I'm sure you've heard those words before. Sure, a number of times. Prosecutors file false charges, lawyers fight back by fabricating evidence. There's a lot of that going around these days. But the question is, how is it related to the case at hand? Training students to produce results, that is the school's policy. Well, that in of itself isn't a bad thing, unless you believe the ends justify the means. Right, as long as those results come by fair and honest means. Oh, but what is it that Professor Means said? The end justifies the means? Oh, good heck. To survive the dark age of the law, you must use any means necessary. Fabrication of evidence and false charges are unavoidable in the quest for results. Well, that's what they're preaching here at Themis Legal Academy. It is an illegal academy. Where murders are not only commonplace, they're fractally nested. But what'll happen to our legal system if results are all that matter anymore? Relax. It's just a rumor. I'd take it with a grain of salt if I were you. Oh, that's a relief. Yeah, be going there for a minute. Wait a second. Well, Mr. Wright examined the victim's body for a reason. Maybe he was worried someone might actually tamper with the evidence. I think that about wraps up what I know so far. The fact that this case closely resembles Ms. Wood's script is obviously important. Knowing that, you should probably try and identify what's the same and what's different. Okay, I'll try talking to as many people as I can on campus. Like, okay. Well, like, search the entire campus. I mean, culpable Curry makes sense. Guilty dogs do not. What the heck is guilty dogs supposed to... October 24. Themis Legal Academy, maintenance area. That is one scuffed wall over there on the left. A skeleton in a window. Okay. Top. A cat sleeping on the top of that shed. Furnace. Anyway. So this is the maintenance area. Let's see. During the mock trial, Prosecutor Gavin said that the art room is right above here on the third floor. That the body was dropped from there onto a high jump mat from the storehouse. I see the mat in the storehouse right there. Right. And then he claimed that the body was transported to the stage in a ball cart, which is also right there. Then, oh, there's someone else here. Hey, it's Robin. Whoa, you scared the crud out of me. Yes, right back at you. So what are you doing out here? I'm working out so I can become strong enough to save Juniper. I'm so worked up. My training brace is almost breaking its seams. All right. Girl, you got arrested, so you're psyching yourself up to rescue her? Yes, because I'm the manliest of manly men. That's why I work out with that manly brace. Except I hear some discord in that manliest of men's voice of yours. I don't mean to be rude, but can't you talk without shouting? Sorry, I'll try not to shout so much. If at all possible, that is. Which is not at all possible by the sound of it. So you mind if I ask you some questions as Junie's lawyer? No problem. Ask away. Keep them coming, man. My ears ache already. Robin, could you tell me a little more about yourself? You want to know about me? I'm a second-rate member of the Fine Arts Club. Fine Arts Club? Looks like broken pottery or plaster. Maybe this is the source of that noise we heard. There were supposedly 2 statues on this stage. I seem to recall hearing that a co-ed from the Fine Art Club had made them. Don't think that Robin qualifies as a co-ed. They gave him he, him pronouns. 2 big beds and a pair of wicked statues. This is just an illustration, but it's not half bad. Wicked statues? Wait, are they supposed to be you, Mr. Wright? Bingo, Caroline. And they were so big and magnificent, too. What a terrible waste. Say, did you create those stage statues by any chance? You bet I did. Both of them put my blood, sweat, and tears in those things, man. It must have been terrible seeing him all smashed up like that. I couldn't face Professor Cord if I let something like that get me down. You love playing this case? Hey, Thumper, how you doing? What do you mean? Professor Cord was a fine art club advisor. She was all about truth and beauty, man. She always said, the only good result is the truth. That and only lawyers who seek the truth through legitimate means produce worthwhile results. Yes, I'm totally on your guy's side. She must be an incredible woman. Yeesh. You can't be loud when I practice my chords of steel. Alright, about the murder. Oh man, why'd I have to take the prosecutor course? I mean, how am I supposed to save Juniper from studying to be a prosecutor? Don't worry. I'll clear Junie's name, you see. The three of us had a dream. We swore we'd make it happen together. Prosecutor, lawyer, judge, the three of us would hold fair and honest trials. The dark age of law, we were gonna put a nail in his coffin, man. Wow, you guys swore to do that? No! That stupid school rule had to ruin it. School rule? Which one? Anyone with a prior conviction, no matter how bad of the offense they won't be allowed to graduate from this stupid holier-now school. A tough legal academy with even tougher rules. Joni will never become a judge unless I can prove her innocence. And if I fail, three of them will never realize their dream. It's like something put pressure on my pressure. I mean, isn't already pressure that this is a jurisdiction that does the death penalty for murders and such? Okay, so what are we doing over here? A lot of talking about Hugh about things. Yeah, so we saw all the things. The many things. October 24, Themis Legal Academy. Outdoor stage. I thought the area was cordoned off. Hey, the police are discussing something over there. Ooh, I know. I'll just quietly sneak over for a listen. Here goes. Athena, watch where you're... Oh no! Huh? Hey! Ouch. Who put this stupid box here? Wait. Hey! Apollo, this box, there's... Oh, what now? There's someone or... there's something inside. Don't let it be a snake. Oh. You morons just blew my cover. What? What the? There really is someone inside. It's someone as me, Miriam Scuttlebutt. And I was seeing you in the judge course. What's with the box? It's the fate of who we live in. It's the fate of we who live in the shadows. There's a very good reason why none may see my face by the light of day. Wait, if you're taking the judge course, did you write a mock trial script too? You really want to see my script that bad? Well, you better watch out. Read it without my permission, and you'll wish you hadn't. Who cares? I'm sure it's rejected for a good reason. Miriam Scuttlebutt. Oh, so you're studying to be a judge too? You must be classmates with Juniper. You a friend of hers? Juniper? Sure, she's my friend. That's why I'm gathering info. Now, tell me all you know, for tomorrow's trial. For tomorrow's trial? What are you talking about? I'm going to take the stand, naturally. So, witness for the prosecution is some weirdo in a cardboard box? This disguise is how I get my scoops. But you're right, it's me. So tell me everything you know, for Juniper's sake. Oh, wait a second, Miriam. Repeat what you just said. It's me? How you get your scoops? A lawyer with brains as bad as his ears. Poor Juniper. I'm taking the stand tomorrow. Tell me everything you know for Juniper's sake. Clear enough for you this time? I thought so. Athena, my bracelet's reacting. Really? That means a lie already? Well, that was quick. Alright, let's do some percepting. Stand tomorrow. I don't know why I'm watching this hand in particular, but why not?
Ryu sends his smooches and love.
Yes. Real smooches. It's obviously the for Juniper's sake part, but yeah.
Gotcha!
That's strange. You suddenly tightened your grip when you said, for Juniper's sake. It's like you subconsciously tensed up because you're lying. What are you talking about? When did I ever lie? Okay then. Let me ask you this. Why were you selected as a witness? That's an easy one. I'm the editor-in-chief of the Themis Herald. I know everything there is to know around campus, even the darkest of secrets. Editor-in-chief, huh? Pretty impressive. Yeah, well, it's a lonely one-woman operation. I do it all myself, from reporting to editing to publishing. Still impressed? I'm a perfect storm of journalism because I bring it all to the table. And this is the evidence. Here. An extra edition of the Themis Herald, published to coincide with the mock trial. Themis Herald Extra added to the court record. An extra edition of the school paper that covers the mock trial. Thanks, Miriam. You reveal who you truly are. Someone who's never had Junie's best interest in mind. What? Are you questioning our friendship? Look, you may want answers, but no can do, because what you're saying conflicts with this piece of evidence. The malicious scoop? Yeah.
Take that!
That's the Themis Herald, the paper I published. What about it? Are you really that dense? This article's full of malicious lies about Junie. It's definitely not something a true friend of hers would write. You got it all wrong. Another staff member wrote that one. I don't think so, Miriam. You even said it yourself just a moment ago. It's a one-woman operation. Or did you forget already? If you just given me the info you have. Stupid pawn. Juniper's just using it. Yeah, no. You don't get to do that. Now, the truth, Miriam. You had in your box in order to collect gossip for your sleazy paper, isn't that right? You're not really friends with Juniper, are you? No, She's the target of my scoops and my readers demand dirt. Extra Extra, extra. The dirty little secret of the squeaky clean student council president. Dirty little secret? Alright, what do you plan to say in court, huh? I'm a witness to her part in the crime. I'm going to tell it all in a shocking expose. The end justifies the means. That's my brand of tell-all journalism. The end justifies the means? Wait a second. Illegitimate. In this dark age of law, many of us embrace Professor Means' methods, even future judges. I've even adopted and justifies the mean brands of journalism, which includes tape recorders secretly hidden all over our campus, secretly recording every last word without anyone being the wiser. Doesn't she realize that's totally illegal? So, yeah. Doesn't she realize that's totally illegal? And one of them was at the scene of the crime, the art room. You put a tape recorder in the art room? Oh, what did it record? You want to know? You really want to know? Yes, please. That's so nice of you. I could really tell you now. The big scoop comes out in court tomorrow. You're so mean, Marion. According to my evidence, a fatal fissure had opened between the three of them. Oh, Junie, Hugh, and Robin? What do you mean by fatal fissure? A rift in the trio. Juniper, Hugh, and Robin used to be the best of friends. Used to be. They still seem to get along fine to me. I did sense some discord, though. You don't know anything. Professor Means has his followers and Professor Court had hers. Their influence is inescapable. Are you implying that one of them adheres to that extreme idea you and Professor Means have? Why would anyone follow that philosophy? How could you possibly understand? You're new around here. Miriam, wouldn't you feel better if you came out of the dark into the light? I can see fine in here. You'll be the one seeing the light in court tomorrow. Then you realize how guilty Juniper Woods really is. We're gonna have to cross-examine her tomorrow, but I don't know where to start. Let's at least take care of whatever we can today. You're right. Let's see what else we can find out. Okay. Alright, so let's continue checking the areas. Can we re-review the lecture hall? Mm-hmm. Mm. Alright. October 24, Themis Legal Academy, 3rd floor lecture hall. Look, there's Hugh. Hey, Hugh! Oh, it's you two. Do you want something? Did you find anything? You said you were going to do some investigating of your own. No, nothing yet. I'm afraid it's not looking very good for Juniper. You don't really think Juniper could have done something like this, do you? Only the author and the victim knew the contents of the script. Both the stage and the art room were in the exact same state as described therein. Nobody could mimic the crime like that unless they'd already read the script. Or wrote it. But... Look, Professor Means is better able to handle this than you two, so just leave it to him. Well, there it is again. I'm picking up some Discord and used voice. Tell me about you, Hugh. Hmm. Heck. Hugh, would you mind telling me a little bit about yourself? Whatever. I'm 6'1", and under this uniform I'm 100% lean muscle. My grades are outstanding, and I'm the ace of the archery club. Needless to say, I never miss my mark. Okay, so that is your bow, probably. Oh, and I'm incredibly humble, too. How could you even say that with a straight face? Those around me call me a genius, but I pay them no mind. But when it comes to tests, I always get 100%, so I suppose it's only natural for them to say I'm a genius. But as I said before, I pay them no mind. I heard you the first time. But what about the mock trial? You sound like you were about to lose to Robin. Huh. There's a very good reason for that. You see, right before the mock trial started, I saw the body. You saw the body? Right, and I was so distraught that I basically handed Robin a victory. Hugh, would you mind telling us a little more about that? Heck. Right before the mock trial, the campus was empty. Everyone was here in the lecture hall. Your attention, please. This is an announcement from the mock trial committee. The mock trial will begin shortly. All students and faculty, please proceed at once to the lecture hall. That's right. There was an announcement and everyone came in here. The only exceptions were the mock trial participants. Juniper, Robin, and I were in our personal dressing rooms next door. Wow, your own personal dressing rooms? That's total VIP treatment. Actually, they're for student-teacher meetings. They don't even have windows. The other two waited patiently in their rooms, but that's not my style. So I headed over to the archery range on the other side of the quad. I did some meditation while I waited. That's the best way to relax. Then, just before the mock trial was to start, I headed back towards the main building. As I walked across the crowd, I passed in front of the stage. So that's when you saw the body? Right, it was quite a shock. As much as I hate to admit it, my legs were shaking. I could have easily been Robin if it hadn't been for that. Wait, hold it right there. You went through the mock trial even though you had just discovered a body? Why didn't you tell anyone? I mean, we're talking about someone getting killed here. I think I know why. Was it because of this? Ah, where'd you get that? So, this article in the Famous Herald is true. The winner of the mock trial will go to make his confession, Junie. Right, but if I reported the body I'd found, the whole thing would be called off. He really wanted to win that bad? Bad enough to ignore a dead body? Sorry, but that's not normal. Or could their love for Junior really be that strong? Thanks for sharing that important piece of information with us. It may prove useful at tomorrow's trial. Good, because that's all I have to say about the matter. Thanks. And don't worry, we'll prove Jennifer's innocence. You'll see. I can't tell you to inspire much confidence. Okay, Athena, what next? Well, I think I talked to everyone who somehow liked the case. Okay, maybe it's about time we wrapped up our investigation. Oh, wait. We haven't met Junie yet. Yeah, you're right. Heck, let's head over to the detention center. Okay, we're not going to head anywhere, actually, because it is the end of our time. We've already clearly seen that Musky is ready to start falling asleep at the wheel here, so let's go ahead to our goodbyes.